everything that This Wildlife has done is us doing something for the first time, basically, like me writing songs or singing for a band, Anthony writing songs or playing guitar for a band. But we're not just doing that in our garage as high school kids, we're doing it in front of everyone and like uploading everything onto YouTube along the way, so you could just like see this like progression. Like, these guys had no fucking clue what they were doing at the start, and then they're just kind of figuring out what they are.
We've got a lot of history, but there's too much space between you and me.
I was starting up like a pop punk band. We were going to be a 5-piece. We had a singer, we had everything but the drummer. So Anthony joined the band playing drums. I was doing like the majority of the songwriting, like pretty much all the guitar work, and writing the vocals for our singer. And we went into the studio, we tracked the first EP, and then our singer quit before we ever played our first show. And we basically just tried out and auditioned vocalists for like probably like 6 months or something. It seemed like it was a while, just trying people out because we wanted a front man really badly. And after a while, these guys kind of just like pushed me to give it a shot.
We tried out a guy and he sounded pretty good, like he was a good singer, and Kevin went, I'm gonna sing harmonies with you. And Kevin started singing harmonies and I'm drumming, and I've never heard Kevin sing before. So I'm drumming and then he sings harmonies and I'm sitting there drumming thinking, why does Kevin sound so much better than this guy? I didn't know Kevin could sing. So finally the guy leaves and we were like, there's 4 of us, we were like close friends and we practiced all the time, so like there was good chemistry, we all got along, and when he left everyone was just like, Kevin, sing! Like, why? You know how to sing! He's just like, I don't know, I don't want to be a front man, I don't think I could sing. And we're just like, you have to sing. So I remember we played a show with the Wonder Years, that was our first show. He stood close-eyed in one spot the entire show, and in between songs he was asking if anybody could do this better than him. Please talk to us after the show so we could try out singers. And then it kind of, I think it just happened.
We started recording Clouded halfway through July of last year. We had been writing for a few months prior to that. We wanted to make the record basically acoustically based with just 2 guitars and vocals, but we wanted to kind of build on top of that with different instrumentation and stuff like that. So we went to a producer named Aaron Marsh, who sings for a band called Copeland, because we really liked the vibe that they had from their records and all the additional arrangements with strings and keys and stuff like that. So we went to him specifically to get some color added and texture to the record. And while we were there, we were completely DIY at the time. We were going to self-release the record in November of last year. But while we were out there, Epitaph Records and a few other people, but mainly them, came into the picture. Moving from being completely DIY to working with Epitaph was actually like a pretty easy transition, because they're super artist friendly. That we had already made the record, so creative control wasn't even an issue whatsoever, because the record was done. They couldn't really make any changes to it, not that they wanted to anyways, but the only difference to us was just like they could facilitate things that we couldn't do on our own, you know, just getting our record into stores and stuff like that. But the band still operates exactly like it used to.
Yeah. It's just another person to bounce ideas off of.
Yeah.
We still run all of our social media, any contest or anything, it's just me and Kevin. We just sit there and we'll come up with ideas just like we did before Epitaph. But now we have someone that we can email and say, what do you guys think? Like, regardless, we can do it, but it's cool to like have input, like, well, why don't you try this instead? It's like, oh, I never even thought of that. It's just, instead of 2 people, now it's, you know, it's a team of people that can help us out, basically.
Yeah, they're a tiebreaker if we're arguing.
We never get along, so we always need a tiebreaker. It's constant arguing. I started tabbing out all the songs because people used to, we would see covers and people would kind of be playing them wrong, and I was just like, oh man, I'm gonna throw them up there and see if, like, you know, if anybody likes them. And then it started to get kind of crazy where everyone was hitting me up. I learned how to play guitar purely based off tabs. Kevin has a better ear than me. I can never, you can give me a song and a guitar in 50 hours, I won't be able to figure that song out. But if you give me tabs, I can almost sight read it. So if it's like, if kids want it, I'm gonna give it to them. Like the new CD Clouded, it's probably 90% done. And we've just been touring a lot to finish that, but I would love to get that on the website. And every time we do it, we post it, and we just say, hey, learn the songs, and throw covers up online. We love to watch them.
One of the coolest things is like, we did meet and greets every day on Warped Tour, and so many like younger kids would come up to us and say like, hey, I just started learning to play guitar because I wanted to learn how to play your song Pink Tie or whatever it is. And to me, that's like the coolest thing in the world, because I know when I was that age and I picked up a guitar, it's because I wanted to learn my favorite band's song. So to think that it's kind of come full circle and somebody looks at our band the way that I looked at Dashboard Confessional when I was a kid is like, that's insane.
It's surreal. You don't even think that it's possible.
And seeing like talented young people cover these songs and put them up on YouTube, like the fact that they cared enough to listen, to learn the song, to film themselves doing it and upload it for all the world to see, whether it was great or okay. That's
Kevin
crazy.
posted one online. He posted a cover on Facebook and he tagged me and said, "Holy shit, Anthony, look, this guy's 10 times better than you." And I watched it and I just was like, "Ah, fucking asshole, this kid kills me on guitar." He was just playing my own song cleaner and better than I can. I was like, "Oh, this sucks."
Yeah. We have a little bit of time off after the winter tour that we do is Sleeping with Sirens and Pierce the Veil. We're going to try to be writing a little bit in that time. We're not putting too much pressure on ourselves to like fire out a full length or something like that. This record's only 4 months old, so we still have plenty of people around the world that have no idea who the band is. We still need to kind of get out there and earn our stripes with people. So we're going to be writing a bit and just trying to get our live show even better. We're always trying to add different elements to it, and
we get to play Soundwave in February with Slipknot.
that's pretty cool. Maybe we can add a couple of kegs to our live set.
We need to get another guy to hit him.
We need to get a guy with a mask to hit kegs.
Get Rob. Rob and his balls can hit him.
We thought that we were normally endowed guys testicularly until we toured with Rob Lynch, and he has the world's biggest balls.